to be honest with you, you get tired faster when you get married. It ain't like when you're young, and she might have been satisfied sexually.
Why wasn't she satisfied sexually?
Well, I'm saying, it didn't take long for me to get there, as they say, and then
you used to ejaculate fast?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Did she ever complain about like your size or anything like that?
No, well, I think, it might have been
What's up, YouTube?
Yeah,
Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got my man out here today. How you doing today, man?
Okay, sir.
All right. So how old are you?
I'm 56.
56.
Mm-hmm.
And so are you homeless?
Yes, sir.
All right. How long has it been since you've had a roof over your head to where you've been out on the street? How long?
Well, I became mentally challenged and went to psychiatric ward because, I was sick.
Right, but I'm not asking what happened. I asked how long.
Oh, about 4 months.
Okay, about 4 months. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you've been out here on the streets for about 4 months. And so what was it, you was just about to explain, what was it that happened that made you go from having a roof over your head to being out on the street?
Well, I was married, and my son got to the age where he didn't have to have his diaper changed. He was about 6 or 7, and my wife worked as a professional woman, and my position as her husband and her man became challenged by one of her customers. And I went to the mall and I saw it, I didn't like it, and then things has happened from there.
Was she cheating with her customer?
Well, the potential was there, and at the time we weren't doing too well.
What was her profession? What was she doing?
She was working at the mall as a sales lady.
Okay.
She had 4 years of college. I met her in school.
Okay, so you've been married. Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have one son. My name's Arnold, and his Arnold Jr.
And so how old is your son?
Well, he's around approximately 22, 23 with 2 kids.
22, 23?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if he's 23, that means you had him when you was about 33, right?
Excellent. You're right.
Okay. And so what age did you get married?
Well, see, I got out of college around about the age of 21. See, I had 3 years after 18 high school. Let's see. If he was 7 when we separated, we probably was married for 5 to 6 years. And I met her in college. I wrestled in college, played football.
Okay, so let's just start from the beginning, man. So where you from?
I'm from Trenton, New Jersey.
Shout out New Jersey. Growing up in New Jersey, did you have both your mother and your father in the household?
Yes, sir.
Were they married?
Yes, sir.
All right, and so do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes, sir.
How many?
Well, I have 3 brothers and 1 sister.
And so where are you in the birth order?
Well, I was the baby boy. My sister was second, and then I have 2 other brothers from my father's first marriage.
Okay. All right. And so growing up, would you say that you had a fairly normal childhood?
Well, I think it was pretty much perfect because my father and mother was in the church and active. So when they, lost their life, they had a disposition where they could afford a funeral service, they put away, they anticipate heaven, and their faith and their going to church wasn't a waste of time.
Okay. And so growing up, it sounds like you went to high school.
Yes, sir.
You graduated, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you ended up in college.
Oh, definitely.
All right, what college was it?
Well, see, I was good in boxing, wrestling, and football. I got a football scholarship at Glassboro and a wrestling scholarship at Delaware State, where I met my wife.
Okay, so you went to both those schools?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you end up graduating from college?
Well, my 3rd year, I left with a disposition. I had a mental challenge.
What was the mental challenge?
Well, I guess so. I to be honest with you, probably was my wife, because she was there and then she was a mental challenge. And so therefore...
What do you mean mental challenge?
The stress of studying, working out, being an athlete was a challenge because she was just there. And whether she listened or whether she did what she wanted to do, that was the disposition. And when she became a professional and had a boss on the job, my position as someone to tell her...
Were you working at the time?
Oh yeah, I was a correction officer.
So you was a correction officer?
And a substitute teacher and a security guard.
Okay, so why do you feel like your manhood was being challenged?
Well, I'm saying that, to be honest with you, you get tired faster when you get married. It ain't like when you're young, and she might have been satisfied sexually.
Why wasn't she satisfied sexually?
Well, I'm saying, it didn't take long for me to get there, as they say, and then
you used to ejaculate fast?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Did she ever complain about like your size or anything like that?
No, well, I think, it might have been where he came in on. She probably said, well, maybe he'll go longer. Maybe that went through her mind. So you felt like the customer or whoever you felt like she might have been cheating with was giving her better sex? There you go.
Okay. And so did you leave her or did she leave you?
Well, see, I was a security guard, and there were women that,
I mean, just real quick though, who left who? Did she leave her?
She left. Well, we were in Trenton, New Jersey, and she went back to Delaware, where I went to college, Delaware.
Okay, so she went back home to where she was from?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you stayed in New Jersey?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How did that break up? How do you feel like that impacted your life?
Well, to be honest with you, I might have been a little bit too aggressive in my disposition of not being respected, and after the war, she was like, well, that's it, it couldn't bounce back from.
So let me ask you, how were you as a father after she left? Was you still active in your son's life, or did you fall back a little bit?
Well, let's see. He left completely, and from what I hear, he missed me and wanted to see me.
So you wasn't really in the picture?
No, I wasn't in the picture.
Okay. All right. Has there ever been any drug use?
Definitely, to be honest with you, that was just part of
the downfall.
Yeah, it's
what
like,
drugs?
Let me see. Marijuana, cocaine.
We talking powder or crack cocaine?
Crack.
Okay. And so when's the last time you smoked crack?
Let me see. Well, I decided to clean up my act. I'm on my way back.
When was the last time, brother?
Let me see. Oof.
Come on now, keep it real with us.
Keep it real?
Yeah. If it was yesterday, say yesterday, man.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You got me there, cuz.
I've been out here for a while, man.
Yeah, you want me to keep it real?
I do.
I'm going to be real with you, man. Yesterday.
Okay. All right. And so your siblings, right?
Yes, sir.
How are they doing in life?
Excellent. He's doing good. He loves the Lord. He prays.
What about your brother? And what about your sisters?
My son is my son prays.
Well, I'm not talking about your son. I'm talking about your brothers and sisters.
Oh, my brother's doing excellent. I got one brother that works for the Department of Transportation. I got another brother that's a doctor in the hospital.
Doctor. So let me ask, do they know that you're homeless?
Well, they couldn't find me when my mother died. My mother died 3 months ago.
Do they know that you're homeless? Yes or no?
Yeah, they know. They know I'm just out there because they couldn't find me for the funeral.
Do they know that you're down here in Atlanta?
They know I'm in Georgia, but they don't know I'm in Atlanta.
So, I mean, let me ask, if they were to come across this video on YouTube, do you think that they'll want to come and get you off the street?
Yeah. I mean, I might have, got into it with the guy on the street because he was disrespecting me. He had no idea, even though I'm 56. I used to box, I used to wrestle, I used to play football. See that? Them kind of things get you.
Hey man, like it's definitely some strong guys out here, man.
Yeah,
you don't want to underestimate anybody.
That's right.
All right, so listen, man. Let me ask you this: if you could get in a time machine, right?
Yes,
and if you could go back to any age that you ever was, right?
Mm-hmm.
But listen, this time machine, you could only be back in the past for only 30 seconds.
Okay.
So you got 30 seconds.
30
You
seconds.
could give yourself any advice to try to prevent this fate right now.
Mm-hmm.
What age would you go to? And what would you tell yourself in those 30 seconds?
Oh, shoot. You got Joe Frazier on ESPN in your corner. He wants you to turn pro. He wants you to fight in his corner. You're an athlete. Go for it.
What age?
Train.
What age?
At 18, I had pins as wrestling and football scholarship at Glassboro and wrestling at Delaware. So when I got married, that slowed me down athletically, but then I did fight on ESPN.
So what would be the advice? Would it be to not get married?
Get back with Joe Frazier, get back in the ring, and with your last effort and what you got, do a 4-rounder on ESPN fight.
So you had a chance to fight Joe Frazier?
No. Be in his corner.
Okay, so you was in his corner. You was on his team. Okay.
ESPN, you know, as an amateur.
Okay, but you didn't really answer the question, man.
Okay,
what age would you go back to, and what would you tell yourself in the 30 seconds?
18 plus 3, my 3rd year after college. Okay, you left college as
21,
an athlete.
I got you. So what would you tell yourself?
Turn pro as a boxer.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, man, if anybody wanted to reach out and help or donate, do you have a way, do you have a social media, a Cash App, or anything like that people can reach out and donate?
No, sir.
No? Okay. All right, man. Well, listen, man, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. And we wish you nothing but the best out here, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Have a good one, all right?